Sounds great in theory. Pre-plan and prepay for your funeral expenses so your children and their heirs will not be burdened at a time when they're dealing with immense grief. Troubleshooter Howard Ain originally worked on the story, but because of a technical problem, Local 12 News anchor Paula Toti is here to bring it to us. Paula tells us not all prepaid funeral contracts deliver as promised. Paula.
That's right, Rob. One survey shows 27% of people over age 50 have prepaid at least a portion of their funeral or burial expenses for themselves or someone else. But if you do this, you have to be careful. Thousands of people across the United States paid millions of dollars for such services and lost everything.
Our suspect took the money that was supposedly for the prearranged funeral services and used it for his own personal gain.
Doug Cassity and his partners were charged with defrauding people out of millions of dollars while running a prepaid funeral services company called NPS. Investigators say nationwide losses were almost $500 million. While the financial toll is extensive, the emotional toll was heartbreaking.
When our victims came in to claim the prearranged services that they had paid for to bury their loved ones, there was no money available. This is very difficult to deal with.
Inspectors say the long-term scam was run like a Ponzi scheme. New clients were paying off old claims.
For a long time, the payments were made by people, and you would hear funeral homes say, they're paying me right on time. And again, that's not unusual in a scheme as proven by the U.S. Prosecutor's Office.
Until the money began running out and NPS started making desperate offers.
Just before things started to collapse, the NPS announced a new program that instead of giving you the growth on your money that you were supposed to get, we'd be giving you a free casket.
By then, NPS was under federal investigation. Total number of victims, 4,000.
They misappropriated those funds by using those funds to buy expensive gifts for their own personal gain, such as cars, homes, trips. When our victims needed that money during a time when their loved ones needed to be buried, those funds were no longer available.
A judge sentenced Doug Cassity to 9 years in prison. His son got 5. They've also been ordered to pay more than $400 million in restitution. Not all prepayments end up being scams, but some funeral homes do go out of business. So if you do prepay, make sure the funeral home puts your money into a bank account or a trust that will protect you if they go out of business. And you might move and change your mind as well. So Rob, ask questions before you put your money down. What would happen to your money in those cases?